Let me tell you something. Most people never calculate. They calculate the cost of action. They calculate the risk of trying. They calculate the possibility of failure. But they rarely calculate the cost of doing nothing. And that cost is real. It just doesn't arrive all at once. It arrives quietly, slowly, patiently. Doing nothing feels harmless. You skip the workout. It's just one day. You delay the phone call. It can wait until tomorrow. You postpone the goal. There's always next month. And in the moment, nothing terrible happens. That's the deception. Because the danger of inaction is not explosion. It's erosion. It wears you down. Little by little. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. But let me add something to that. Failure is nothing more than a few simple errors in judgment, repeated every day. And doing nothing is one of those errors. Inaction is comfortable. No risk, no embarrassment, no pressure. You don't fail if you don't try, but you don't grow either. Comfort is seductive. It whispers, relax. It whispers, later. It whispers, you deserve a break. And sometimes you do. But when later becomes a habit, it becomes a trap. Because life does not reward comfort. It rewards effort. It rewards courage. It rewards discipline. Comfort keeps you where you are. And where you are is rarely where you want to stay. Here's how inaction works. It doesn't push you backward overnight. It lets you drift. You don't notice the drift. Not at first. You stop reading. You stop learning. You stop improving. Meanwhile, the world keeps moving. Technology advances. Competitors sharpen their skills. Opportunities shift. And while they move forward, you stay still. But staying still in a moving world is actually moving backward. Time is not neutral. If you are not growing, you are declining. If you are not building, you are losing ground. That is the hidden price. There is something else inaction steals. Confidence. Every time you tell yourself, I'll do it tomorrow, and you don't, you weaken trust in yourself. Every postponed decision, every delayed commitment, every avoided challenge, it sends a message. I don't follow through, and that message compounds. Soon you hesitate before starting anything. You doubt your ability. You question your strength. Not because you are incapable, but because you have trained yourself to delay. Action builds confidence. Inaction builds doubt. It's that simple. Dreams require motion. They require steps. They require effort. They require progress. When you do nothing, the dream does not stay the same. It shrinks. At first, you feel excited, then uncertain, then indifferent. Eventually, you convince yourself you never really wanted it. But that's not true. You didn't lose the dream. You lost the discipline. And without discipline, dreams decay, quietly, without drama, without warning. Let me ask you this. 5 years from now, what will hurt more? The embarrassment of trying and failing, or the regret of never trying at all? We all suffer one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The pain of discipline is temporary. The pain of regret is permanent. Regret whispers late at night. It shows up at reunions. It appears when you see someone else succeed, where you once had the same opportunity. Regret says, you could have, you should have, you didn't. And that voice is heavy, heavier than effort, heavier than risk, heavier than fear. Doing nothing sends you a bill, but it doesn't send it today. It sends it later. In missed income, in missed health, in missed relationships, in missed growth. The bill arrives in the form of limitation. You look at your life and think, this is not what I imagined. And often the reason is not dramatic failure. It's simple neglect. Small disciplines ignored. Small opportunities passed. Small actions postponed. Day after day. Until the price becomes undeniable. So what is the lesson? Inaction is not harmless. It is not neutral. It is not free. It costs you growth. It costs you confidence. It costs you time. And time is the one thing you cannot replace. The good news, you can change direction at any moment. One decision, one action, one step forward. Because while inaction compounds, so does action. The hidden price of inaction is high, but the reward of action is higher. And it begins the moment you decide to move. Let me ask you a powerful question. 1 year from today, where will you be? Not where do you hope to be? Not where do you wish to be? Where will you actually be? Because the truth is simple. The direction you are walking today determines the destination you arrive at tomorrow. Time will pass anyway. 1 year from now is coming, whether you act or not, whether you prepare or not, whether you change or not. The calendar does not wait. It turns day after day, week after week, and you will arrive at that future date. The real question is, who will you be when you get there? Most people don't design their future. They drift into it. They wake up 1 year later with the same habits, the same excuses, the same income, the same health, the same frustrations. Why? Because they did not change anything. And if you change nothing, nothing changes. It's predictable. Success is predictable. Failure is predictable. Both are simply the result of daily choices. If you keep making the same choices, you will keep getting the same results. That's not punishment. That's law. Think about this. If you improve just 1% each day, just a little more discipline, just a little more effort, just a little more learning, in 1 year, you are unrecognizable, stronger, smarter, more confident, more capable. But the opposite is also true. A little neglect, a little delay, a little comfort, repeated daily. In 1 year, you are weaker, more doubtful, more behind. The future is not built in giant leaps. It is built in daily decisions, tiny ones. That's why doing nothing is so dangerous. Because nothing today becomes regret tomorrow. Imagine standing in front of a mirror 1 year from now. Look at yourself. Ask, did I grow? Did I try? Did I take risks? Did I keep my promises? Or did I wait? Did I hope? Did I delay? Did I tell myself, someday? Someday is expensive. Someday costs years. And years are too valuable to waste. Right now, you are at a fork in the road. One path is easy, comfortable, familiar, predictable. It requires no extra effort, no extra discipline. Just continue as you are. And 1 year from now, you will arrive exactly where that path leads. The other path, it requires change, new habits, new standards, new actions. It may feel uncomfortable. It may feel uncertain. But 1 year from now, you will thank yourself because growth feels better than regret. Progress feels better than stagnation. Momentum feels better than excuses. Time is always working with you or against you. It magnifies what you do consistently. Discipline, it multiplies it. Neglect, it multiplies that too. So if you want a different future, you must become a different person. Not dramatically overnight, but steadily, consistently, intentionally. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Because if you become better, your future becomes better. It cannot help but improve. 1 year from now, you could be healthier or sicker, wealthier or struggling, confident or doubting yourself. The difference is not luck. It's not talent. It's daily action, the small disciplines. You either practice or ignore. So today, decide. When that future date arrives, when the clock turns 12 months from now, will you say, I'm glad I started? Or will you say, I wish I had? The year will pass. That part is certain. Your growth? That part is optional. Make it intentional. Start now, so that 1 year from today, you stand taller, stronger, prouder, because you chose action over inaction. And that choice changes everything. Let me tell you something subtle. Inaction does not just steal opportunity. It steals identity. Every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, and you don't, something shifts inside you. Not dramatically, not loudly, quietly. You begin to doubt yourself. You see, confidence is not built by thinking. It is built by doing. You can read about courage. You can talk about discipline. You can plan success. But until you act, you don't believe yourself. And belief in yourself is everything. When you make a promise to someone else and break it, you damage trust. But when you make a promise to yourself and break it, you damage identity. You tell yourself, I'll wake up early. You hit snooze. You tell yourself, I'll start the project. You delay. You tell yourself, I'll get in shape. You postpone. Each broken promise is a small crack. One crack is manageable, but over time, those cracks spread. And soon, you hesitate before committing to anything. Because deep down, you're not sure you'll follow through. That is the erosion of confidence. And it's expensive. Here's the good news. Confidence compounds, but so does doubt. Action builds momentum. Momentum builds belief. Belief fuels more action. It becomes a powerful cycle. But inaction works the same way. Delay creates guilt. Guilt creates hesitation. Hesitation creates more delay. And soon, you're stuck. Not because you lack ability, but because you lack movement. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Confidence is built the same way. A few simple actions, repeated daily. Inaction tells you a lie. It says, you'll feel ready later. But readiness does not come before action. It comes after. You don't gain confidence and then act. You act, and then you gain confidence. That's the order. Waiting to feel ready is like waiting to feel strong before lifting weights. Strength comes from lifting. Confidence comes from acting. Every action you take is a vote for the person you are becoming. When you act with discipline, you vote for strength. When you act with courage, you vote for leadership. When you act with consistency, you vote for reliability. But when you do nothing, you vote for hesitation. You vote for average. You vote for stagnation. And those votes add up, day after day, until you look in the mirror and see someone you barely recognize. Not because you failed, but because you never moved. Here's what changes everything. One decision, one action, one moment of courage. Make the call, start the workout, write the first page, have the difficult conversation. It won't feel perfect. It may feel uncomfortable. Good. That's growth. And growth restores confidence. Immediately. Because the moment you act, you prove something to yourself. I can. Two powerful words. I can. Not because it was easy, but because you did it anyway. If your confidence has eroded, don't panic. It can be rebuilt. Not with affirmations alone. Not with motivation alone. With action. Small wins. Small completions. Small disciplines. Stack them, one on top of another. And soon, the cracks begin to close. Trust returns. Belief strengthens. And you begin to walk differently, stand differently, think differently. Because you know something now, you know you follow through. The cost of doing nothing is not just lost time. It is lost belief. But the reward of doing something is regained power. So move, even if it's small, even if it's imperfect, because action rebuilds identity, and identity determines destiny. Start today. Prove to yourself that you are not a person who waits. You are a person who acts. And once you believe that, everything changes. Let's be honest. Delay feels harmless. Later sounds safe. Postponing seems reasonable. But here's the truth. Delay is expensive. Every day you wait, the cost grows. Time does not pause. Opportunities do not wait. The world keeps moving, whether you do or not. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Every moment of delay is interest on a debt you never saw coming. A debt of lost skills, lost confidence, lost chances. And the longer you wait, the harder it is to catch up. Here's something to consider. Your life is not determined by dramatic events. It is determined by small, repeated choices. Do you wake up early? Do you read? Do you take action toward your goals today? Or do you scroll, procrastinate, and hope for tomorrow? Small choices compound. Do the right small things consistently, and your life improves steadily. Do the wrong small things or nothing at all, and life drifts backward without you noticing. That's the hidden power of compounding. Let's talk about cost. Doing nothing is not free. It comes with a hidden tax. Your ideas never reach their potential. Your talents remain undeveloped. Your relationships stagnate. Your confidence erodes. This tax is silent. It sneaks in quietly. And when you finally notice, you wonder, where did the time go? The major key to your better future is you. It is you and your willingness to act. Opportunities are like buses. Miss one and another comes, but they don't wait forever. And some may never come again. Every delay risks a missed opportunity. Every later risks a lost moment. Years from now, you'll look back and see the moments you hesitated and realize they cost more than you imagined. Time and opportunity are the most expensive currencies in life. Use them wisely. Doing nothing feels easy. It feels safe. It feels comfortable. But comfort is a silent thief. It robs your dreams, your momentum, your potential. The price of comfort is always higher than the price of effort. Discipline may feel hard. Effort may feel uncomfortable. But discomfort builds value. And value pays dividends for life. Here's the key. You don't need to do everything at once. You don't need to achieve massive success overnight. You need to take action. Daily. Consistently. Even small actions. Even imperfect actions. Because they compound. Because momentum grows. Because confidence returns. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. A single choice today can prevent a year of regret tomorrow. Ask yourself, if you do nothing today, where will you be a year from now? Will your life look different? Will your skills improve? Will your relationships grow? Will your confidence strengthen? The answer is no. If you do nothing, nothing changes. And doing nothing is the costliest mistake of all. The message is simple. Stop delaying. Start now. Even a small step counts. Action compounds. Delay compounds. And the difference between regret and progress is the moment you choose to act. Let me tell you something important. Action is the great equalizer. It doesn't care about luck. It doesn't care about talent. It doesn't care about circumstances. It only cares about motion, movement, doing something, no matter how small, toward your goals. The major key to your better future is you. Every moment you hesitate, you give away power. Every second you wait, the cost of inaction grows. And every decision you make is a vote for the person you are becoming. It's easy to talk about change. It's easy to plan. It's easy to dream. But action, that requires courage. It's the courage to get out of bed early, to make the call you've been avoiding, to write the first sentence of the project you've been delaying, to face your fears instead of running from them. Action is where courage meets discipline, and courage is contagious. Once you act, momentum builds, and momentum creates belief, because confidence is not built in the planning room. It is built in the arena of action. Many people wait for a perfect moment, but perfect moments rarely arrive. Success is built in small steps, repeated consistently. One phone call, one page written, one extra rep, one disciplined choice. It may feel insignificant today, but compounded over days, weeks, and months, it becomes unstoppable. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Failure is nothing more than a few errors in judgment repeated every day. The difference between winners and losers is that winners act. They act today. They act now. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Waiting for the perfect plan, perfect timing, perfect skill will keep you stuck. Decisive action doesn't wait. It acts in imperfection. It acts in uncertainty. It acts despite fear, because action produces clarity. Motion creates insight. Doing teaches you what thinking cannot. You may stumble. You may fail. You may be uncomfortable. Good. Failure is temporary. Regret is permanent. Once you act, something magical happens. Momentum begins. And momentum is a machine that compounds effort. The first step is the hardest. The second step is easier. The third step becomes habit. And before you know it, your life begins to change. Action breeds results. Results breed confidence. Confidence breeds more action. And suddenly, you are unstoppable. Here's the truth. Your life is the sum of your decisions. Not your hopes. Not your intentions. Not your excuses. Every choice matters. Every action counts. Every moment is an opportunity to vote for the person you want to become. Decisive action is the bridge between where you are now and where you truly want to be. Don't let your learning lead to knowledge. Let your learning lead to action. Knowledge without action is wasted. Planning without action is wasted. Dreaming without action is wasted. Action transforms potential into reality. Action converts hope into results. Action turns ideas into income, fitness, relationships, and success. Start today. There is no better day than today. The clock is ticking. The year is moving. Time is the silent partner of action, or the silent enemy of procrastination. If you act today, a year from now, you will be glad. If you wait, a year from now, you may regret it. So take that step. Make that call. Write that first page. Say yes to the opportunity. Do the hard thing, even small, even imperfect, even hesitant, because today is all you truly control. And today, your life changes, one decision at a time. The cost of doing nothing is enormous. It steals time, confidence, and opportunity. But the reward of decisive action is equally enormous. It builds momentum, belief, and success. Every step you take today is a vote for the person you are becoming. Every choice moves you closer to your dreams. Every action builds a life worth living. Decide, act, repeat. Because the future belongs to those who move today, not tomorrow, not someday. Today. So here's the truth. Doing nothing has a cost. It silently steals your time, your confidence, your opportunities, and your future. But action, decisive action, changes everything. It builds momentum.